Brandy Crosby with Unshakable Presence here. I help women find their confidence so they can live the lives they were called to live. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about confidence. How do you find confidence? How do you create confidence? This is really central to our messaging here, and this is a very important topic because confidence is kind of this thing that you have to go and hunt for, and you have to kind of do to get. Okay, confidence is not the beginning. You don't get on the confidence train. You don't look at the sign and say, what's that emotion I want to pick? Oh, confidence. No, you can get to confidence by going on a train. Okay, but you have to get on something to get there. So what do you get on to be able to get there? Okay, that's what we're going to talk about today. How do you get to the confidence town? Okay, all right. The first thing is, women, we are so good at loving and caring for other people. Okay, most women I know, I'm trying to think of a single woman I know that does not fit this description, but most women I know give of themselves endlessly, to the point where if they're like, okay, well, you need my arm? Here you go. There's this picture of, I saw it on Facebook last night, of this mom under the water holding the baby up, right? And that is an instinct that we have. You hear about the moms that if something was on our, like a car was on our kid, like we'd be able to pick up the car, even though we have, maybe not as big muscles, right? Because whatever that is within us, that love is so big and so powerful that we can move massive amounts of things for other people. Okay? Now, what if we had the courage to flip that around and love ourselves too? Okay? That's one of the things about confidence, is you get to take a look at yourself and say, yes, you can do it. Just like whenever if you've had a child and they're struggling with what's going on in the day, you just want to pour into them. You're like, oh, we'll do this and this and this. You can do this. I believe in you. And like you're cheering for somebody on a sports team. Yay, go get them. Woo, woo, woo. You can do it. Well, you know what? You are worthy of this too. So kind of take that courageous step of, you know what? It doesn't feel so comfortable to love myself, and do it. Okay? So that's the first thing. Love. Okay? How to be confident. Love yourself. And I'm going to put a plus here because it's about others, but it's also about yourself. Love yourself. So the confidence. And the second piece is this idea of framing. Okay? And I'll talk about what that means. But I love this concept. Framing. And I had never thought of this before. And so hopefully this will blow your mind as much as it blew my mind. And it really changed the way that I was able to think. I had a friend growing up that used to, and I would see her, like she would spend the night, she would get up and she would go into the bathroom, she'd look in the mirror and she'd like, oh, hey there, gorgeous. And then she'd get ready and I'd be like, who is she talking to, right? And for her frame was when she saw herself that she was like so excited to see herself, right? She's like, and had so much respect for herself that she could be fun and goofy and silly. And so her frame around who she was a fun, silly, confident person, right? So what is the frame that you have on yourself? Is the frame you have on yourself, is it, oh, I'm a very busy person, that I can't do anything right, or I mess up things, or is it a frame? And I have felt this frame. So this is raw here for you guys. This is real. I have had, I'm in my 40s, and the hormones are doing some different things, okay? And the hormones will do different things with your frame. I'm just gonna, your physical frame and your mental frame, okay? But the one I'm talking about right now is your mental frame. And the mental frame that I have experienced this last year is, do I matter? Like, I don't matter. I cause trouble for other people, you know? Or when I say things, like, it makes people mad. Like, I don't matter. I should just get out of this situation. That is a frame, okay? And that is a frame that doesn't let my light shine. That is a frame that doesn't build up others and spread God's kingdom, okay? So we get to be paying attention to what frame you have for who you are. And women, hormones will wreck you, okay? So give yourself grace whenever your mind is giving you a frame that is not nice, okay? So just know, just be with yourself if you are having those times and say, you know what? It's probably hormones. Maybe I'm thirsty. Maybe I'm sleepy. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I need some carbs. I don't know. There could be lots of things with it. But when you have a frame that's going down south, just pull back and give yourself grace, okay? And then just reset. What is that frame? Who am I today? How am I going to be today? I'm going to step into this box today, okay? And for example, I was a pastor, a family pastor at a church, and every time I would step into the sanctuary before church, my frame was, I am a friendly, outgoing, loving person, and when people see me, they feel loved. That was the frame that before I walked into the sanctuary, that I wanted people to experience of me. And it was a choice. I've heard a new word. So there's introverts and there's extroverts. Okay. And then there's a word that I believe fits me, which is a word called ambivert, which means you can turn on the entertaining thing, the switch whenever you need to. Right? And so for me, I have a frame that, okay, in certain situations, I get to turn on that switch and really be the light. But then I know I gotta turn that switch off at certain times so I can refill my cup and rest. If I don't, I burn out. So for me, I don't know, maybe you're an ambivert too. It's kind of a hard thing to say. Say it 3 times fast. But that is something, excuse me, to be aware of, okay? So think about your framing. The third thing in looking to find your confidence is, you know what? Sometimes you just gotta bake it. Just bake, baby. All right? Bake. Okay, what in the world does this mean, Brandy? Okay, bake. Sometimes you just gotta put yourself in that hot spot to do the thing until it feels comfortable. Think about whenever you learned how to ride a bike. It wasn't comfortable the first time. You probably fell a few times, right? But you gotta bake. You gotta be in that uncomfortable situation. You gotta, what is that thing that you don't feel confident about? Is it cooking? Maybe you feel like you're a terrible cook. Well, there's only one way to get better, right? My daughter loves volleyball, okay? And sometimes she wants to practice volleyball, right? And sometimes she doesn't, okay? And so for all of us, it's one of those things where if you want to get really good at something, if you want to grow confidence in the area, you've got to put your pie on the oven. In the oven, not on the oven. You're going to put your pie in the oven and let it bake, right? And when you take that pie out because like, oh, doing that thing, that's hard, or that takes effort, or I'd rather watch my shows, I'd rather hang out with my girls, which can be a really wonderful thing, right? But I'd rather be on the social medias, right? Any of those kinds of things. Those are fine, but if you are working in an area where you want to grow your confidence, you're gonna have to bake a little bit. You're gonna be a little bit hot, maybe a little bit sweaty. I'm a little bit sweaty right now doing this, right? I'm baking, I'm here doing it. But this is it. So, how do you find your confidence? 3 things, just to recap for you guys. Love yourself. It starts with knowing that you're worthy of respect. You're worthy of love. You're worthy of the great things that God has called you to do. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is framing. Are you putting yourself in a box that makes your light small? Maybe put yourself in a box that helps you become the person you want to become and live that out. Like my friend who would walk into the bathroom, see herself in the mirror and go, hey, beautiful, right? Who are you when you look into a mirror? What do you say to yourself? What's your frame? And the third thing is you gotta bake in that thing that makes you uncomfortable so you can become fully cooked, right? That's part of it. Just cook, baby. All right. God bless all of you. Hope this helps you think about confidence and take some action steps forward, ladies. God bless and let your light shine. Bye.